The past is beautiful because one never realizes an emotion at the time. It expands later, said by Virginia Woolf. Hello, my friends. You're back with SAV. Welcome to Mid May and another episode of The Consummate Life with SAV. Whether you are winding down from a chaotic week or just finding your first moment of stillness, take a slow beat with me. For me, that stillness always starts with a really good warm cup of coffee. But as much as I love the ritual, I don't always want the caffeine jitter roller coaster. That is why I have been completely obsessed with Sarista coffee, an incredible decaf and half calf blend using clean beans with no harsh chemicals during processing. Sourced from Colombia, Ethiopia, and Rwanda. You get all that rich, bold, comforting flavor without the caffeine overload. Grab your own blend directly at savarista.com and use my code SAV. They will give our community 25% off anything on the site. I'll drop the link below so you can grab your bag. Today is the International Day of Families, and in 2026, we are reflecting on how our homes are the bedrock of everything. While the external headlines focus on stubborn inflation, soaring stocks, and historic rise of gold prices, we are choosing to focus strictly on the heart. The silent care, the shared comfort, and the invisible threats that reform us when the world outside gets too loud. Reforming. Isn't that a beautiful word for what happens within the walls of a home? We walk in shattered by the day, maybe from crushing work pressure, a boss who gave you a hard time, looming deadlines, or an endless mountain of school assignments. Yet, through the simple warmth of a shared meal or a quiet presence, we are put back together. As we look back on Mother's Day, the roses might have started to wilt, but that deep gratitude hasn't faded one bit. We often think of maternal as a biological label, but over the last few days, I have realized it is actually a frequency. It's the energy of the person who holds the umbrella over you while they get drenched. It's the aunt who remembers your favorite childhood snack, the father who learned to nurture, the friend who anchors you during a storm, or a stranger who extends a hand to spark your comeback. If you are that person for someone, you are the exact reason we can step back into the world that bruised us with our heads held high. Now, you might be thinking, wow, SAV, your mom is incredibly lucky to have a daughter this empathetic. Well, well, let's be real. She is currently sitting directly in the hot seat. As part of our post Mother's Day interrogation specials, we cornered her and asked the ultimate forbidden question: which of your two kids do you actually like the best? I bet you can guess the exact response because it's probably very familiar in your house too. She took the diplomatic high ground, and it goes like this: oh, both of my children are exactly the same to me, and I love them equally. Blah, 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 blah. We all know what that means. The trial isn't just over. We haven't let her off the hook just yet. And the investigation continues. You can try this exact interrogation at home tonight, but please do it entirely at your own risk. But jokes aside, whether it's a mom evading questions or a sibling rivalry, families are the ultimate blueprint of our humanity. Let's smash that narrow definition wide open today. A family isn't just bound by shared DNA, it is built by the people who willingly choose to stay when the room gets cold. It's the friends who walk straight into your absolute chaos, laugh out loud at the mess, and say, I am not going anywhere. I will be here and I will always be there for you. This is the family we chose, the ones who provide that frequency of unconditional safety. To the friends who have become our anchors and midnight panic buttons and our safe harbors, thank you. Though, to be completely honest, I always remind my best friend that she has absolutely no choice but to stay my bestie forever. Why? Because she holds way too many of my classified secrets. And a data breach of that scale would completely ruin my life. I can already hear my phone ringing the second she listens to this. Since the sky tonight is completely blank canvas under this new moon, it's a perfect space to set sanctuary intention. What is one thing you can do to make your internal home, the space inside your own mind, a warmer, safer place to live? Maybe it's a boundary, or maybe it's finally forgiving yourself for something that was never in your control to begin with. Scribble it in your heart. I am the architect of my own peace. Then reach out to the one person who has been an anchor for you and simply say, I'm glad you are in my story. It takes 60 seconds, but it strengthens those invisible threads. Thank you so much for being part of my global family today. It's Friday, the perfect excuse for a long drive, catching a beautiful sunset, and sharing a great meal with your people. Serve it with a little pinch of gossip, a big scoop of playful teasing, and tons of love. And if you aren't physically next to your family right now, Just hope on a quick video call, share a laugh, and catch up. Distance doesn't change a thing when the love is real. You have been listening to The Consummate Life with SAV. Stay warm, honor your anchors, and always, always be your own first choice. Adios and take care till we talk again. Bye. Yours authentically, Sarika.